Hey, this is ASpengler, and today we have an army video. It's been a while since we've done one of these. I think the last one was back in September, so it's about time that we have the next round of army videos. Just a little change I've made to the army videos. Normally I divide it up by the individual nations, and just since the armies are getting bigger and certain factions are larger than others, and there's a lot of minifigures and there's a lot of vehicles now, I've decided to separate the minifigures from the vehicles in two separate videos. And I also decided, since I'm doing that, I'll combine more so the factions of the Allies and the Axis forces into the separate videos. So we'll have this video for the Allied minifigures, then we'll have another one for Allied vehicles, then we'll have our Axis minifigures, and then Axis vehicles, and those will be our army videos. And then at the end we'll probably have just all of them together. And so with that, let's get right into it. There are a total of 86 minifigures here, and we currently have represented the Americans, the British, the Soviet Russians, the French, the Resistance, and in the back we have some specialty figures. We'll start it off with the Americans. We have a total of 44 American minifigures, including the specialty ones, which we'll get to at the end. But these guys haven't changed too much from the last video, or the last army video. Last time we did have the painted Brick Arms vest, and so that's just gonna be something I'm gonna highlight. In here we have custom painted Brick Arms vests, custom painted Brick Arms. These aren't the overmolded ones, which some people will think, but it's definitely something I'd recommend if you're looking not only just to make an army, but just individual. If you only have like 5 or 10 minifigures, it just makes them stand out quite a bit more in a mock and makes them look just the next level and just popping out. So here we have just a bunch of squads. We've got a variety of painted M1 Grands, Browning automatic rifles, some M1 carbines, and Thompsons, and yeah, so here we got all those guys. The variety in vests are the rifleman vest, then we have the SMG or Thompson vest, and then the scout vest. Those are the abundant ones. We also have some more specific ones like the MG vest with all the bolt chain going around. There's 3 of those. I've kind of separated these guys off with like a machine gunner squad or like a bazooka squad. And then in the front we have a sniper with a painted Springfield, and then a medic with a printed medic helmet. That's from Brickmania. And in the back row we have 10 tankers, or 10 tank crewmen, with some different weapons like some grease guns. And then here we have a painted folding stock M1 carbine, which was used with paratroopers, and then also some tank crewmen use those as well. And so that's the American forces for our Allied minifigure video. Next we'll get into the British. So we got I have 2 flags from Brickmania, one with the British flag, our United Kingdom flag, and then the American 48 star, which was accurate to World War I and World War II. And so here we got our British. We got a total of 16, and we have 5 dark gray uniform, and then the remainder are the desert tan. And I used the desert tan guys back in an older mock, so that's why there's more of them. I'm gonna look to expand my dark uniform. That's probably gonna be the next expansion in the British forces. But here we have a variety of painted Brick Arms as well. These are the Smle Brick Arm, and then we got also some of the ones with the bayonet, which were a prototype, so they have some have the darker swirl in it, so get a closer look at that. So focus, there you go. So you might notice a little bit of a dark brown swirled in there with the bayonet. And then next we'll have the Russians, which there are also 16 Russians here. We've got some painted PPSHs, we've got scope Mosin-Nagants, we got the regular no scope Mosin-Nagants, and then these DP28s, these are the overmolded versions. So they had like a special on those, so I picked up like 4 or 5 of those. And so those are the Russian forces. Just another note, these are all Roeglen's water slide decals, except for some of the specialty figures, which we'll get to at the end. So what you're seeing with the Americans, the Russians, British, those are all water slide decals. In the back here we got some French fighters. I'm looking to improve the French ones. I kind of made these guys before the Adrian Brick Arms helmets came out, so I'll probably get 5 of those for these guys later on. But there's my 5 French. Not too many, but still represented. And then in the back we just have some resistance fighters that I had in my Itter Castle mock, so that's what those guys are from. I thought I'd include them as well. And so those are my somewhat smaller collection of figures, but some that I definitely look to expand upon in the future. I've kind of just been focusing recently on specifics, the German expanding my German forces and my American forces, just because they're the ones I'm using currently in a mock. And here we have more of my specialty figures, or more detailed, are ones I got from outside sources that I didn't custom paint or decal myself. So here in the front row, these are some figures from United Bricks. I have a separate video, you could check that out. And so here we have kind of a Russian commander, or Soviet Russian, with a nice printed Ushanka. Then we have a US Marine with the frog skin detailing our uniform. And then I really like this British guy with the nice medic uniform. That's also from United Bricks. And then the last guy on the end is 82nd Airborne Infantry, so that's another cool one. And then in the back row, the middle 2 are just some more figures from United Bricks, and then the ones on the ends are, this one's more of my just another customized one I made, just trying out the trench coat in case I do a winter mock. And then the guy on the end was one I got from Brickmania, I can't remember what, but it's got a nice printed jacket on there, so I thought I'd include him as well. And so that's it for this army video. Next week, Wednesday, we'll have the Allied vehicles, and then the following week we'll have the German minifigures, and then the following week after that we'll have the, or not German, but the Axis minifigures, and then the Axis vehicles. And then to conclude it, we'll just put them all together and then just show off the big army. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.